Chapter 6. A punch that shook the place we call home. During this period of absolute mayhem, the immense amounts of energy being released as heat along with the toxic radioactive material in the solar system made Earth literally a giant flaming ball of lava. The sky was a deep fiery red, monstrous volcanic mountains erupting thousands of feet in the air, a black, barren, steaming Earth's surface, the smell of pungent sulfur diffusing throughout the planet, vast oceans of merciless lava, and to top it all off, constant collisions of flaming balls of brimstone spitting the feeble crust open time and time again. Quite appropriately, this period of time in Earth's life is known as the Hadean Eon, named after Hades, the Greek god of the underworld. Earth was a real-life hell. Over time, the heavier elements like iron sank down to the center, creating the core. Lighter elements floated up, creating the mantle and the crust, while the lightest of them, like hydrogen and nitrogen, were thrown out in volcanoes, which triggered the creation of our early atmosphere. At around this time, something happened that would change the course of Earth's future forever. Without this, even though we can never know for sure, life as we know it probably wouldn't have evolved. On an ordinary night, a long time ago, while the usual volcanoes were erupting, a large spherical object in the sky that many call Theia was growing larger and larger as it sped towards the young Earth. Theia was the size of Mars, and before a blink of an eye, it filled up the red sky and collided at such force that it shook the Earth right to its core, flinging out material the size of continents into the emptiness of space. Over time, revolving around the Earth, this material grew into a new celestial body that we call the Moon. If this incident didn't take place, you probably wouldn't be alive, because the Moon gave Earth the support it needed to be the mother it is today. The Moon slowed down the Earth's rotation, allowing our days to be longer. If it weren't so, a day on Earth would probably be only around 6 to 12 hours. More importantly, it kept Earth's tilt constant. If this wasn't the case, Earth would routinely tilt to extreme angles, making the weather not only unpredictable, but also incredibly violent. Around 4 billion years ago, as collisions reduced, the Earth cooled, allowing the water vapor trapped in the atmosphere to come down as rain that would last for hundreds of millions of years, creating our first liquid water oceans. Out of everything that has happened so far, from the Big Bang to the formation of our solar system and Earth, there was a very, very, very slim chance that it would take place in the Goldilocks conditions for life. In other words, the placement of Earth relative to the Sun, the size of the Sun, the presence of essential chemicals, creation of an appropriate sized moon, and many others, had to be just right for life to emerge. Know this, and no matter what life throws at you, you get a newfound appreciation for simply getting the chance to witness the miraculous fruits of the unlikely events that took place to create the world we know today.